This is the new ASUS Zenfone 9, and ever since this phone arrived, there's this one word that's been going through my head. Underdog. This is the underdog of flagships. Now, if you're wondering why I'm calling this the underdog, well, you'll understand why after you've watched this full video. Now, first of all, the design of the Zenfone 9 deserves a really special mention. First of all, in a world full of big and hefty phones, I like the fact that the Zenfone 9 keeps the compact form factor from the Zenfone 8. I miss using compact flagships like this one. It has a nice 5.9-inch AMOLED display which actually has some high-end specs, and this is a phone that I can really use with one hand. The size is perfect and it's lightweight at 169 grams. Secondly, I love this back design. I personally think the other colors look way cooler, but this matte black is cool too. It's a plastic bag, but I've always maintained this. A plastic bag that looks and feels good is okay to me, and this is one of those plastic bags. It has a nice rough texture to it which feels very grippy and nice. The big camera rings give the phone a bold look, and these don't make the phone wobble, which is awesome. Then there are the cool design elements and the shapes that look really cool. The ASUS Zenfone text is here. You get the 50 megapixel wide camera, gimbal stabilization text here. There's also the 09 for the Zenfone 9, and there are these shapes around the camera. That's all. The frame is aluminium, and this has, wait for it, drum roll, headphone jack. Yes, a headphone jack in a flagship phone in 2022. Dear Android manufacturers, just look at this. You always talked about how you had to remove the headphone jack in your phones because there wasn't enough space, while this small compact phone has a headphone jack while packing in almost every single flagship feature you can think of. ASUS needs more appreciation for this, right? Moving on, the fingerprint scanner is in this cool looking power button, and you can see these arrows with the Zen Touch text. Well, that's because the key has different functions. You can swipe down on this button to open and close the notification shade like this, and you can customize this to refresh a website like this. Or you can use this to change music tracks, and there are a lot more options as you can see. In fact, you can also set functions or even apps or even different actions to launch on double press and long press. Now, this is actually useful. Anyway, this whole design is IP68 rated for water and dust resistance, which is awesome. You expect this from a flagship phone. And the phone also has the flagship specs: 8 Plus Gen 1, LPDDR5 RAM, UFS 3.1 storage. These are top of the line specs, and you can see that in the benchmarks. And what I like is there's no throttling on this phone. The performance is great, the gaming is great, but what I really like is the experience. The Android 12 experience here is very pixel-like. There's no over-the-top skin here, no ads, no shady features. It's all very clean and nice. There is Netflix, Facebook, and Instagram pre-installed, but they can be uninstalled, and I wouldn't really call them bloatware when practically everyone's using it. Plus, I like that this actually has Android 12 features like, say, privacy dashboard or wallpaper theming. Yeah, this is good, and there are some ASUS features built in, but they are actually useful. For example, there's the double tap on the back to activate flashlight, which works flawlessly, and you can customize and set it to take a screenshot, start recording audio, and more. It's actually a good experience. Yes, there is this one thing. The update promise could have been better. ASUS promises 2 major Android updates and 2 years of security patches for this phone. But other than that, it's a software experience I actually like using. Now, if I talk about the camera, there's a dual camera setup here, and 2 things are missing. A 2 megapixel camera is missing, which is great, and a telephoto camera is missing, which isn't so great. Anyway, the highlight obviously is the main camera, which has the 6-axis hybrid gimbal stabilizer. The photos from the camera are pretty good. Here are some samples from the phone, but it's the video stability I was interested in, and it's good. You get this small circle with the dot in the camera, which is basically showing you how the gimbal is working. As long as your movements keep the dot in the circle, the gimbal keeps things very stable. If you go too crazy and the dot goes outside, that means things aren't very stable. Now, we did take some videos, and if you're shooting while, say, brisk walking, things are super stable, and yeah, it looks impressive. I also like the camera app here. It has this zoom dial, which I like. There's pro video mode, and there's a cool light trail mode. It's in beta, but we tried it out and it works. Apart from this, the battery is modest and so is the charger, but at least there's a charger in the box, which, by the way, deserves a mention for being environment friendly. One thing to note here is that there's no wireless charging here. See, compact size, headphone jack, charger in the box, these are the features the end user wants, and the Zenfone 9 brings all of that and more. The design is pretty unique, and I find this whole visual language very cool. The phone brings the latest flagship specs with good performance, and the new gimbal camera stabilization actually works. The software experience, like I said, is clean and nice. I like it. And I know there are a few features missing in this phone, but honestly, if you think about it, there's no flashy marketing gimmick in this phone. Zenfone 9 is just a simple phone, and this is what makes me call it an underdog. Now, if you're wondering if this phone is coming to India, the answer is it's probably not, no matter what the rumors say. But if you want ASUS to launch this in India, comment down below, share this video, hit like on the video so that this video reaches more people and ASUS sees this and maybe, just maybe, bring the ASUS Zenfone 9 in India. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos and make sure to hit that bell icon. It really makes us feel very good. Thanks for watching. ये है नया Galaxy Z Flip 4 एंड ये हैं इसके 3 न्यू फीचर्स जो मेरे पर्सनल फेवरेट हैं। Z Flip 4 की कवर